Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy T for 365 Horror Vlog, and this is a horror movie discovery channel. I am just here to put as many horror movies on your watch list as possible. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at 6 brand new releases for you to watch and stream today. So let's get into it right now. Now we are going to get into the video, but before we do, I've got to remind you guys to please like and subscribe if you like this content. Also, this movie is best watched with a movie tracker. I like to use Letterboxd. It's just the easiest way to keep track of the movies that you've seen and want to see. And with that, let's get right into the new movies. The first movie we're going to look at this week is a straight horror called Squealer, and it's available on VOD Digital. When a local cop and an overzealous social worker follow clues on a missing persons case around town, stomach-turning discoveries are unearthed on a pig farm, where the town butcher has been slaughtering more than livestock. It is directed by Andy Armstrong. Okay, after watching the trailer for Squealer, I loves me a good serial killer movie. This one looks pretty good, although I tend to be a little bit skeptical over the acting that we do see in the trailer. It doesn't look like it'll be heavy on the creeps and scares, but from the brutal imagery that we do see in the trailer, this could be a disturbing movie with tons of gore. This one is going to be mid-tier priority on my watch list.
Come on, let's get her in. She's lost a lot of blood.
No ID and had multiple lacerations.
Next, we're going to look at a horror mystery thriller called Locked In, and it's available on Netflix. A kindly nurse tries to unlock the secrets of a coma patient's injury and discovers the bitter rivalry, infidelity, betrayal, and murder behind them. It is directed by Nawar Wazi. Okay, after watching the trailer for Locked In, I kind of struggled to see why they have this one labeled as a horror. I mean, I didn't mind the premise, but I just didn't see really anything as far as scares, creeps, or anything that's really going to shock or disturb me. I can see the movie having some tension, but even from the trailer, it just kind of looks like an okay watch to me. I think this one is going to be a little bit of a lower tier priority on my watch list.
The police say that she was knocked down by a driver. They're not sure. They said something about locked-in syndrome. If she's in there, I'll find her.
Next movie we're going to look at is an action thriller, and bear with me because it is a shark movie, so, I mean, you still could get some horror elements to this one, and that is called Deep Fear, and it's available on VOD Digital. Storm-sickened drug traffickers force a yachtswoman to recover their sunken cocaine stash from shark-infested waters. It is directed by Marcus Adams. Okay, so after watching the trailer for Deep Fear, unfortunately, it does look like a bit of a ho-hum movie. Now, I know it's an action thriller, but I wanted to see if some of the shark stuff would maybe gonna be horror-worthy. After watching the trailer, I'm still pretty much on the fence about that idea. The problem is that I'm just not sure, and with the acting that I've seen in the trailer, this one will be low on my priority list, because it's not even a horror.
This is Serenity coming over.
Our boat was carrying valuable product.
200 kilos of cocaine.
We need you to go back down and bring it up.
The shark is high on cocaine.
Next, we're going to look at an action horror named Black Noise, and it's available on VOD Digital.
We need to find a way off this nightmare.
After watching the trailer for Black Noise, this does look like another subpar acted offering. From the trailer, the premise looks interesting, and we could get some weirder kind of character interactions in the movie. I also didn't get the action part, but I mean, the characters do look like they're in some sort of special forces. They have like a bunch of guns. So maybe they just didn't really get into the action part of it because they didn't really want to give away exactly what they're facing in the movie, like what exactly the creature or antagonist they're fighting is. So that could be a possibility. Unfortunately, though, this is just going to be another low-tier movie for my watch list.
Where is everybody?
You guys hear that?
You did too? That sound is freaking me out.
Lena, no!
Next, we're going to look at a comedy horror called Courtney Gets Possessed, and it's available on VOD Digital. A bumbling wedding party must battle the forces of hell when a bride becomes possessed by the devil the night before her wedding. It is directed by Madison Hatfield and Jono Mitchell. After watching the trailer for Courtney Gets Possessed, I mean, the trailer did elicit a little bit of a smirk from me, so this could be a decent comedy horror. From the style of humor I did see in the trailer, it does look like it could have some good raunchy, edgy humor, mixed with kind of a possession movie. From the style of the humor that I saw in the trailer, it does look like we could get a good mix of edgy and raunchy comedy. That and a very interesting kind of possession story. Although from the micro clip of possession that we actually get in the trailer, it does look like a pretty cheesy kind of thing. So I can't really say that I have the highest hopes, but again, they just showed such a small clip. It could have just been 1 second, or they could have shown a short clip because the possession looks ridiculous. So I am on the fence about that one. In the end, this one will only really get a mid-tier spot on my watch list.
I know I haven't been acting like myself. There's a weird energy, so we're gonna fix it.
Our family fucking rocks, except for you.
How many boyfriends did you steal from me in high school? 3.
Next, we're going to look at another action horror movie called Monster NATO, and it is available on VOD Digital. A tornado infested with prehistoric monsters has formed in the Bermuda Triangle and is making its way towards land. Now the city must fight to survive against these deadly creatures. It is directed by Tyler James. Okay, what can I honestly say about Monster NATO? After watching the trailer, this movie looks ridiculously bad. Now, I understand that there are some who like kind of the Sharknado quirky monster movie vibe, so it may resonate a little better with that audience. For me, the acting looked horrible, and the CGI of the monsters and even the tornado looked laughable. Again, the movie looks so ridiculous and the CGI looks so bad that maybe that's the intent. And I do know, again, like I said, I know there's an audience for this film, but it's just missing me. Unfortunately, after watching the trailer, this movie will be a watch last on my priority list.
Pilots have reported storms headed northwest to the eastern seaboard.
Give me Department of Homeland Security. It's an emergency.
We are in the shadow of these quickly approaching water spouts.
They're whipping up spouts at speeds of 300 miles an hour. That's not all. Massive creatures, prehistoric beasts, monsters. Something's coming, and it's bringing all of hell with it.
Well, guys, that's going to do it for another one of these new release videos. Unfortunately, it was a little bit of a lackluster day. I don't even think I had anything that went high on my priority. But hey, we just came off of a banger month or two where we got everything from Exorcist Believer to Saw to When Evil Lurks. Like, it's just been great. So, I mean, I'm not going to be super sad over one ho-hum week. I guess I do have to pick 2 of these movies for you guys. So the first one I'm going to pick is Squealer. It just looked okay, and it did get a mid-tier, but it could be something, like I said, a serial killer movie. So it could encompass some disturbing themes, some gory situations and imagery, just something that kind of saves it. The other movie I'm going to pick for the week, again, it was slim pickings, but I'm going to go with Courtney Gets Possessed. It's just the closest thing I can see to a horror movie, and again, the raunchy comedy did kind of get me a little bit. It is something that I could find interesting in the end. If the possession isn't too hokey, like I said, from the clip I saw, it looked a little too hokey, but I'm still going to give it a chance. Those are going to be my 2 picks for the week. Again, thanks for joining me. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe. That's going to be it for me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.